Hello and welcome back. I'm Mara28, this is TerraFirmaCraft, and I'm still in a cave. The good news is that's not for long. So over the past few days I've been playing a little bit of TerraFirmaCraft on and off. I unfortunately didn't get any more streaming in, I just haven't had the opportunity or the time to do so. By the time I would log in to get some Minecraft, I was mostly working on Shadowcraft, and well, if you've seen my last episode you know how well that went. Anyway, so what I have done, though, is I actually made a rather nice house over here. I may or may not have posted a screenshot someplace that you've seen. And I'm really quite happy with the way this turned out. This is granite brick that I got from when I was mining up all of the tetrahedrite. I was able to grind down some limestone into flux and mix it with water and stuff to create the mortar and just chisel away all of that freaking granite stones that I had, and I had more than enough to build this. I actually have quite a bit left over, and we're going to be using that a little bit later today. Oh, I also made a little charcoal area here. Basically, just fill this entire thing up with the stacks of wood logs, and then light a fire pit right here, and it will convert it to charcoal, which is pretty nice. This is probably more than I'm going to be needing for quite a while, actually. So for now, we're just going to leave that there. I might actually put some like stone under this so it looks a little bit better, because right now that's just grass and dirt. This was going to be the start of a forge, but I have had a better idea, so we're going to be digging that up. Let's go ahead and go inside this real quick. So this is a simple thatch roof. I didn't have any materials to make something that looked probably a little bit smoother or anything, so I definitely didn't want to chisel out a bunch of wood plank blocks to make a sloped roof, so we're going with this. Okay, in we go. In the house. Alright. So it's pretty bare right now, and it's actually really bright. I kind of like it that way, to be honest. Between the whitish colored granite bricks and the really bright fir planks, I think it's really nice. I've also, like you can see, I've gone kind of crazy with the torches. I'll fix that at a later point when I can start making things like candles and stuff, so I don't necessarily have to plaster these everywhere. I just want to make sure that nothing spawns in here. Inside here, it's pretty much the same as the outside. You see the bricks and stuff. I have some support beams I put here. I really don't need them. I just thought it would look interesting if we had some sort of like structure holding up the roof. Of course, what's holding this up right here, don't ask me. It's magic. Alright. As to how the world itself of TerraFirmaCraft is going, right now it's actually early winter in-game, and I have not moved south. I'm probably going to regret this later. Already I'm going to need to go hunting for like some deer and stuff to be able to last the winter, probably. I've still got a bit of venison left, but I want to make sure that I have enough so that I'm not going to like starve and die. What the heck is that? Given how long that I've actually lasted with what food sources I've had now, though, I'm not terribly worried. I do wish, though, that we had more like wild animals around here, because I have not seen anything. There were those cows over there to the southeast, but in the way of actual, say, livestock in this area, I've not seen anything. Yeah, just trees, more trees and clay. It's definitely not helpful. Oh, and bears. So I have two of those rough little straw and hide beds that you can't sleep in. Those are both from killing bears, which is actually a lot easier than you would think it would be. Turns out the bear AI is extremely vulnerable to kiting, so you can just throw a spear, run in a circle, pick up the spear, and then throw it again. And repeat until it's dead. Alright, so the thing that I really would like to do today is I'd like to set up a forge area. I've gone ahead and I filled in that little hole that we had there, so it's no longer offending. What I would like to do is, even though this is kind of close to the house, I'd actually like to go ahead and incorporate the little charcoal structure here into a forge area. And I want to make it set up so that it is a covered building. I'll probably have this as like the very leftmost section. It's going to be the charcoal thing here, and I should be able... No, I can't. That would have been easy. Let's see, what's this look like? If I were to pop out that wall here, I would need to expand this out a little bit. You know, I suppose that's actually doable. We can go ahead and do that. And the only thing I'll really need to do is to get this granite here put back up like so. I need to remove this door since it's no longer in a useful position. And I gotta move these logs. And this is gonna take forever. Alright, so we're just gonna move the logs here. And oh my god, this is slow. Alright, so we're just basically going to expand this so that it is a sort of square shape. Not quite, sort of. Alright, where'd you go for logs? Alright, then we just got to get rid of the actual bricks we have here so that we can see on the inside. Alright, so I can't actually move that until I get the shovel. I believe if you take a pick to the charcoal, it's just going to destroy it. Tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and finish this and then I'll be right back. Alright, so I have that fixed up. It's just rotated the building basically. What I'm going to do is I want to go ahead and incorporate this into the general structure of what I want to work on here. And I'm actually quickly running out of time for the day here. It's well into night. I've not seen any undead yet. However, I have plenty of time for it to start harassing and... Oh, see, there's some zombies. Let's just make this quick. So we want to run the fence right off the building here. And I want to have a fairly decent amount of space. I'm going to go kind of freeform on this. Where'd you go, sword? Going to go kind of freeform on this, and I hope I get the dimensions right. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So let's make this 11 where the torch is. Alright, and then... Come on, guys. Go away. I swear, I believe what's happening right now is the fact since it is winter, I believe the days are actually shorter, and it's kind of freaking me out. Because I swear, I'm not getting nearly enough stuff done during the daylight. And I'm not in an area that actually has, like, say, a lot of... Oh, those are 2 skeletons. Oh, I thought it was something else. I'm not in an area that's got a lot of snow yet, so it's not like stopping spawns and stuff. So this is 11 here too. Yeah, let's just cut across. I am using the fences because I want to have this be kind of like an open air structure type thing. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make use of... I don't need to use these, I'm however going to use them anyway. The support beams, usually use that to keep stuff from caving in while you're mining. In this case, I'm just going to use it because I think it looks pretty neat. I'm hoping there isn't too much of an overhead associated while using these. Go away, please. Okay, I need more fences. Alright, so these are actually fairly easy to make. However, for these fences, that means I need more fir logs. I should actually have back at my little dirt hole in the ground. Alright. And not to mention I could craft them over there, it'll be relatively safe. Plus I can get some water. I just looked at my thirst and hunger. I'm a little bit low. Alright. So it should be safe to eat in here. And some tasty, tasty venison. Pretty much so far the only thing I've been surviving on has been meat and berries. Where do we go? Oh, fruit, vegetable, and protein. Yeah. Not the best diet. That's sycamore. It's planks. I guess I'll take the planks. And do I have any... I do have some logs out here. No, that's pine. Oh, looks like I do have to cut down some trees. All of these sticks, by the way, I did not craft these or anything. I went crazy with a scythe on a few of those fir trees, cutting them down, and I got more sticks than I will ever need. It's also why I'm not going to be too terribly worried about trying to get a sapling from some of these, because I have quite a few of them squirreled away. So we're just going to knock this down while it's well, I wouldn't say it's a good time to. It's actually a terrible time to, however we need them. Okay, good. And then we run over here. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to use a total of 8 of these guys. There we go, I guess. I also need some fence gates, but I can worry about that a little bit later. So for now, I'll go ahead and box myself in. It's not an ideal situation. It should stop the zombies, and it should stop some of the other stuff. However, if I get attacked by a skeleton, this, let's not dwell on that. Alright, so what I would like to do is I'm actually going to go ahead and I've got the charcoal thing here. I promise I can speak. I want to go ahead and put the actual forge itself on this wall over here, and let's go ahead and center it when we put it in. Actually, you know what? No, let's go ahead and put it off-center just a little bit. So right there is dead spot on center. We'll have it be centered right here. And the way that I'm going to be doing this, I'm actually going to have it off the ground. Well, not off the ground, it's just not going to be sunk into the ground. So we're just going to go ahead and block, block, block. Hello, zombie. Part of the reason that I'm doing it like this is, I believe, I don't know if it's still true, but if you have your, uh-oh, I think I just made a death arena. If you have your forge open to the weather and it's raining and stuff, I believe it can cause it to go out. Plus, it'll just look cool this way. Let's see, if I'm right here, will that, yeah, that'll be fine. I wonder if I can use the chisel to make this thing go in a little bit, if it's still a valid structure. So I think we're doing okay here. Alright, oop. Okay. So this should be pretty good. Don't really need to go too high, and I still need to get down here safely without dying, so... I'm actually impressed that I've managed to go as long as I have without dying here. There we go. 6 mysteriously appearing blocks. Let's get rid of the hammer for now. We definitely aren't going to be hurting if we're missing it. So we got that, and then we just basically take our charcoal from over here. Oh wait, what is this? This is a barrel. We'll put that right here in case we need to quench anything. Alright, so let's go ahead and get some charcoal. I think we need 8 pieces. There we go. Now, I don't know if we make it full up or one below. Let's go ahead and try the full up. Oh, get back here. There we go. Oh, awesome, that works still. Okay, I like that. What I might do is I might go ahead and see if I can go a little chisel on this thing to make it either a little bit more flush to the walls that we're going to be putting up here. Or I might go ahead and see if... actually, how does that look if you... No, that's terrible. That is terrible. We're not doing that. I have a feeling that if I go ahead and add... If I chisel this, I think this might stop connecting. You know, looking at this, something occurs to me. It would make more sense for this to be taller in the front than in the back. That way the water that would hit the roof would run... Not that it's going to hit the roof or run off anywhere. Though, in general, if it were a real slanted roof, it would make sense to have the water directed away from the main entrance. So I think I might need to redo that slightly. And have the roof come up a little bit and be a little bit higher on this end. That or just do a flat roof. Though I'd like to do something besides a flat roof. Alright. I have been using scaffolding courtesy of hay. And it's worked so well. Alright. Actually, it's not hay, it's thatch, but it's close enough. Alright, so I need to tear this down, or at least punch it a little bit. I mean, I suppose it wouldn't be terrible if we left it the way it is now. I could decorate this a little bit to make use of the extra space. Fence, you're in my way. See, I don't think this will stick on this, Oh, it did stick, never mind, that's awesome. How far will that go? Okay. It will go that far. So that's actually pretty neat. I think I like the way that's... It is definitely not needed, though. It makes it look like the roof's got a little bit more support to it. Alright. I do, however, need to go find a more ready source of thatch. Oh, and I need to eat. Oh, I keep forgetting about eating. I really don't want to die to starvation. That would be terrible. Especially when I have food. I mean, it's really old venison, but still, food is food. Alright, do I have any thatch? No. Thatch. Oh, I think one of these might have thatch. Nope, I apparently used all of my thatch, which is amazing to me. Unfortunately, that means I need to go kill some time busting grass. Let's check in the wood chest over here just to make sure. Nope. Alright. So I'm going to go on a thatch hunt real quick. Give me something to do to pass the time at night. However, I'm not going to force you guys to... You know what? I tell you what, we're actually going to time-lapse this and I'll put some music on. So I will see you on the other side of the music, and we'll see where this goes. Alright, so I think I have enough thatch now, and if I continue to attack these guys, I am going to get overrun by zombies. I almost fell in that hole back there. The ground started to give way. Luckily, I was able to get out of the tumble zone, whatever you want to call it, the landslide. So let's go ahead and get back in here where it's relatively safe. We'll craft this inside of here. As long as they don't turn anything on, it should be okay. That should be enough. Yeah, it should be okay. So I tell you what, for now I'm just going to go ahead and finish this the way I have been doing it. If I decide it looks kind of wrong, I'll go ahead and I'll fix it off camera between episodes. Alright, so that's 4 here. Yeah, that's 4. So it's going to come down one more level. Oh, that lines up perfectly with the charcoal thing. No, don't go up. Oh, great. Now I gotta get the, Thank you. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the thatch only cover up to the to right here. I might go out one extra layer. At least I would if I had the thatch. Go away. I do not want any. Go away, please. You as well. Thank you. Thank you for your cooperation. Oh geez, look at all this experience. No, it's a trap. It's a trap. Trappity trap trap. Okay. So that's okay. I mean, there is one other thing I could do that might look okay, though. It's, I don't think I have enough granite bricks for this. Seriously, guys? You're acting like I am the only person in Miles that has brains to eat. This is crazy. This is really crazy. Some torches up here. It's almost daytime. Oh, jeez. Please go away. I do not regret making a sword compared to all the other weapons I could have made. This thing has served me well, because really zombies are the main thing that attack me. And have gotten me to level 26 so far. Okay, let's close that back up. Okay. So this is actually feeling kind of low. I'm thinking what I could do is actually make this back end here an actual structure by filling in with the granite blocks. And do kind of a tapering down. Okay, so we got that, that's good. So that's now a solid wall of something. If I wanted to, I could like put something in here too. So I mean, that's not bad. And if I were to do that, I would probably want to go ahead and leave that there so it looks okay on the outside, I think. How much more? I still got, okay. So what we'll do is we'll have up to there covered in granite. Please come, okay, there we go. So we got granite there, and then we'll stagger it down a little bit. Kind of like that. And then I could put a fence gate as one of the things here. That way I can still get in and out that way if I want to. The only problem is spiders will climb that. You know, actually, no, they should be okay. And then we'll do the same thing over here. This is dangerous. I'm trying to make stuff look okay. That never ends well. Never. What if I just drag that across? No, we're not going to do that. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and play around with this just a little bit, and I'll see how this turns out for the final reveal. I want to take this moment to say that I have found the chisel and my love for the chisel. All hail the chisel and your stony hammer goodness. So I am actually done setting up the little forge area. I might go through at a later point and fix the roof to go the other way like I had said, but for now I'm going to leave it the way it is. Let's go ahead and go take a look at what we got here. One of the first things you're going to notice is, like I mentioned, the chisel, right? I actually went ahead and carved a little bit off of each of these walls so that this gets kind of like a 3D kind of thing going to it. It gives it a little bit of depth. I haven't gone too terribly thin on this because it's brick, right? I still want it to look like it's slightly solid. So it's good so far. I went ahead and I put up a big chimney on this, and I also trimmed it down using the chisel. I think this is slightly bigger on the side, actually. Oh well, we'll deal with it. And pretty much every single wall I went through and I trimmed 2 pieces off on this side, and I did the same thing on the interior. So it is technically half of a block. Oops, I didn't want to do that. It's technically half of what a block would be normally. It is, however, the way it's spaced, it's 2 from this side and 2 from the other. So it puts it like dead center how it should be, and I think it looks really nice that way. And over here we have the actual forge itself, which is quite nice. You just load up some stuff in it, right? And it should kick back to life. So it's a pretty freaking awesome, actually. I've not added anything else in here. I just have the support beam, which I gotta be honest, I like the idea of it. However, this is like bang support beam. I might remove this later. It depends on what I want to do with it. I didn't chisel anything out inside here because I know this needs solid blocks to function. The door works. This doesn't count as air, it counts as door. I have a feeling that if I were to chisel the block it would still work, but I see no reason to do so. And at one point I need to go ahead and replace the grass in here, because really you're not going to work on grass. This needs to be either like a stone floor maybe. I would use thatching and stuff on it, but really thatching on roof and thatching down here would be terrible. Plus the floor would catch fire. So probably what I'm going to do is if I can find gravel, a good enough supply of gravel, I think I'd probably just like gravel the entirety of this out. Yeah, I like the way this turned out. I'm actually seriously considering doing kind of the same thing I did right here with my house. The only problem is I don't think the chisel works on glass. Let's find out. No, doesn't work on glass. So I would either need to go with panes, but then it probably wouldn't connect to panes. Do I have any more sand? Yeah, I'll tell you what, let's make some sand and let's find out real quick. We can use the forge. Use the forge, all right. I am not ashamed. Alright, it should be okay with just that one. So the question for the day is, will glass panes connect to the actual blocks here? And we can just find out fairly quickly as soon as this thing heats up. Quite possibly the best thing about this is that it makes making glass and stuff a whole lot easier. Plus it is of course crucial to starting the real ore stuff. Alright, so let's find out. So is this still a vanilla recipe? Yes, okay. Make sure there's no other recipe. Stop that. Usage. So many things showing here that you can't actually make, or you can make, but you can't get the items to make them. Let's look it up this way then. Pain. Okay, no, it's just the regular vanilla recipe. So let's see. Will you connect? No, so that would be totally useless for glass windows. I'd have to find something else that would work. That, or I would have to not chisel the... You know, actually, let's try one other thing. That was the side that was actually chiseled out. Okay, let's put it down here and there. So that still connects, right? Now, is it just it won't connect to the chiseled side, or will not connect to any side? It's on block mode. I need it to be on... There we go. So it immediately updates the glass, and it's no longer connecting. That is a shame. If I were to do that, I would probably need to find a different way to do windows on my house. I quite like the glass, but I really like the depth that you get from this. The only downside to doing this is that I don't actually have a place to hang tool racks now. I could make use of the support beams, but I mean, there's nothing immediately close except this bit right here. I left these as full blocks so I could put tool racks up here if I needed to. Figured it'd be a good spot. I also need to get some chests in here, come to think of it, though it's not really that much of a worry. Anyway, I want to go ahead and thank you for watching this episode of TerraFirmaCraft. If you have any questions or comments, please leave a message below. And as always, have a good day.